What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. TammyTalks here. All right, y'all, we're here to talk Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 15, episode 15, Sip and Spill the Tea. If you're brand new to the channel, I break down TV shows, one recap at a time, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if y'all enjoy that type of content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video. As always, hop in the comment section. I reached 15,000 subscribers yet this morning, y'all. So thank you to everybody that has been rocking with me over here and has become a part of the family. I F with y'all the long way, all right? So let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. So this episode starts off, we get the whole little montage of what everybody's doing. But the most notable one is we see Cynthia, who, at this point is a friend of the show. Cynthia is talking to Kenya, letting her know that her divorce to Mike Hill is finalized. She, in the confessional, tells Kenya, chop, chop, let's wrap it up because I have been married and divorced all while you were fighting this divorce. Y'all know Kenya, not fighting her divorce, but going through her divorce. Y'all know Kenya been getting divorced for a long time. And I know it's a lot of legalities and different things going on. Mark wants her to pay this and this, that, and the other. Kenya has been going through a divorce at least 2-3 seasons now. So we then get to Sanya. So Sanya is just now confirming with the doctor she's pregnant. That concerned me because why are you telling people? You know what I mean? I feel like people, you typically wait until you're 3 months, right? I've never been pregnant. I don't have kids. So, but I think it's customary that like most people wait 3 months. You don't tell your mom, you told your sister, you don't told the entire group of friends, you don't told Real Housewives, you told your son, like, whew. So she goes to see Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie is the OBGYN to the stars in Atlanta. And they're bringing Deuce. So they're bringing Deucey along to involve him in the journey. I think that's a mistake. But she wants him to be very involved. Dr. Jackie tells her that she is having a geriatric pregnancy, which we know is anytime a woman is over 35 years old and you are pregnant, it's considered geriatric. Okay? So we then get to KANDI. So Todd, they're filming this movie, and Todd wanted to cut costs and save money, so he said they were taking the Tyler Perry approach and filming at their own house. Y'all know a lot of Tyler Perry's earlier movies, he used his own cars, he filmed at his own house. That's how he kind of was able to save. So they're doing that too. And I was like, that's odd, because y'all about to really have them doing sex scenes in y'all bed. But okay. So Drew tells KANDI that she might need some guidance on the sex scenes. As far as I can remember Drew's acting credits, she's done some sex scenes. Didn't she have sex with Darwin on the game? Maybe we didn't see it. Maybe it was insinuated. Because they had sex. It must have been just insinuated. I'm trying to picture the scene. KANDI tells her, we have an intimacy coach on deck, so don't even worry about that. Marietta, while they're sitting down talking, they're setting up the scene for Drew. Marietta decides to play this video of Courtney supposedly calling Drew a bitch. When they watch it, KANDI immediately was like, is she calling Drew a bitch or is she calling Sanya a bitch? It looks like, she's calling, I don't know. The way that some people were saying that she was talking to Sanya but saying this bitch about Drew, I think that's how Drew was taking it. It's subjective. At this point, nobody knows who she was talking about but Courtney. Okay? Only Courtney is going to know the truth about that. Lord, hold up my glasses. Only Courtney is going to know the truth about that. So we get Sheree. Sheree is planning a sip and see for her granddaughter, for little baby Mecca, who is adorable. And they're asking her, is there a budget? Sheree said there is a budget, but there isn't a budget. So when Sheree want to pay for stuff, she can. It's not that, and it might not be that Sheree can't pay. It's that Sheree don't want to pay. I think that's really what it's coming to. Same way that people make time for those people and those things that they want to, I feel like it's the same way that Sheree opens her wallet for what she wants to. And I feel like her granddaughter, of course, she's going to spare no expense. So Drew was shooting her sex scene, and they were like, "Damn, Drew was doing good. Like, she's doing really good." Todd made a point to say he's not worried about them kind of on this fast filming schedule because Drew was a real actress. Yes. We were first introduced to Drew as an actress. She sings, but Drew is an actress, a bona fide actress. I don't know why y'all be trying to play on Drew's top. Drew can act, okay? So Drew said in her confessional that because she's never, done anything with a woman, she has to rely on her five senses for acting because she's not naturally attracted to women. I feel like Drew was doing a lot of ring around the rosy type talking because it was rumored she was messing with Ty Young. And it's like Drew. I feel like when people do a lot of that overcompensating, it feels like they're hiding something, and that's the vibe I'm getting from Drew in regards to this whole taking a woman on woman role. So we get Marlo. Marlo is having this event because she wants to honor successful people that have made it out of the foster care system. We know that Marlo is a foster child, so she's very big on, helping out people in the foster care, helping out kids in the foster care system, and then, honoring those adults who have made it out and have gone on to have like really good lives. So Sheree isn't there because she's doing a tasting for Mecca's event, and Marlo is about to freak out. She said that she doesn't, it's not going to bother her, but it is because she does so much for her friends, and she shows up for her friends, and she wants her friends to be there to support her, which I thought was interesting because she's not at Sheree's glamour reveal because she had something to do. I bet it being a funeral, but she still had something to do that the way that Sheree has something to do right now. I thought that was odd. I know you can't compare a funeral to like a tasting, but to me it's still the same. We have something to do, so we can't come to your event type vibe. Sheree does show up, and Scott Lee is there. Hell, Marlo was more excited to see Sheree than she was Scott Lee. More excited to see Sheree. But kudos to Marlo for that event. I give credit where credit is due. We then get a scene with Kenya. Kenya is calling KANDI to find out what she's wearing. KANDI was like pink, this little hot pink sequence top. Kenya was like, she wants us to wear nude. Like, did KANDI not get the memo? Why would you even be looking at pink in your closet? So, Drew. Okay, so we're at the party. It looks gorgeous. You can tell Sheree spent some dust on that event. That looks so pretty. It looked really, really nice. Too bad this baby's not gonna remember that because Mecca's a couple months. She's truly not gonna remember that. Like, what is Sheree gonna do when she turns 1? But Drew is outside and she calls KANDI and was like, "I'm outside." KANDI was like, "Okay," because that would have been me. Okay. But she wants to let her know, not coming in because somebody that assaulted me is there. And it's Anthony. Anthony lost so much weight. Anthony lost weight. Anthony took out were those braids, were those locks? He done cut his hair. He looks like completely different till he opens that mouth and that messiness comes out, and it's Anthony. So, I skipped a whole scene. Hold on, y'all. Drew, real quick. Drew was sitting in her trailer talking with her. Now she had a new assistant, her on-set assistant, and she was just saying how uncomfortable she is doing scenes in KANDI's bed. She was just very uncomfortable with that. In the bathroom, they're shooting 10 scenes a day. She said from henceforth, if it's not Lifetime or better, she's not doing it. If it's not Lifetime or better, she's not doing it. And I saw some people throwing shade at Drew about that. I feel like Drew can set that boundary. I feel like Drew can set that. I think that's a good benchmark. I can see Drew definitely doing some little Lifetime or like some Hallmark movies. Hell, if Tia Mowry can do it and Keisha Knight Pulliam can do those, like, little Christmas movies where you hate hot chocolate until one day you get hot chocolate and now Christmas is saved. I feel like Drew can set that bar for herself. So Ralph comes in and she tells Ralph that she's just very connected to the character. Just very connected to the character. She's like me and all this other stuff. And Ralph is like, what, a lesbian? So Drew gets quiet. I said, well, girl, you the one saying that the character is like you. What do you think he's gonna say? You sitting here saying that you feel like the character is just like you and you're connecting with the character and so much of this person you see yourself in. Like, yes. He's going to say that. It's Ralph. You know how ignorant he is. So Ralph then said, I respect Drew as a thespian. Don't do that. Don't do the air quotes. Drew is an actress. Drew is an actress. Drew has credits on her IMDb. Credits, honey. So don't do that, Ralph. But that just shows that Ralph doesn't respect her or what she does. So he then asks if she has already kissed the actress, and Drew was like, yes. He was like, with tongue? So, like, she went down on you? Like, did you come? Like, just asking a bunch of very inappropriate questions. And you can tell that Drew was, like, nervous about those questions, but you can tell that Drew is, like, offended. Not because he's asking her that, but I think it's because she feels that he does not respect her as an actress, and he doesn't, girl. In case you didn't know, this scene right here should have solidified that for you. He does not respect you as an actress. He doesn't respect you as a person, but he doesn't respect you as an actress either. So we get to Mecca's party. I skipped a whole bunch, y'all. My bad. We get to Mecca's party. So Sanya tells KANDI when KANDI gets there. I called you last night. I didn't get a call back. KANDI said, man, I was on set till 6 a.m. Sonya said, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you talking to? This what I be talking about with Sonya, y'all. Who are you to tell somebody else I don't want to hear it? Then she asked KANDI, are you acting in the movie? KANDI said, yes. They're also filming in her house. I could not believe Sonya said that. Kenya gets there, and the person at the door, the lady at the door asks her for her name. She said, Kenya Moore, you should know who I am. I feel that though. Like, you know damn well you know who Kenya is. Stop it. Stop it. Kenya brings Akilah again. Like, was Akilah supposed to be a friend of the show? Is Kenya trying to bring her on the show? Because they don't let her talk in any of the scenes that she's on. So I think that's kind of interesting. She never talks. Why didn't Kenya tell her to wear nude? She got on all baby blue. She stuck out. I would be so uncomfortable if I go to an event and everybody is dressed alike and there's a theme and I'm dressed in something completely different. It's not like blue. She stuck out. She stuck out no matter how gorgeous her outfit was or how pretty she looked or well put together. You stuck out because you have on baby blue. And you tall on top of that. Kenya. So Bob comes over. Is it me? Is it editing? Or did Bob not speak to KANDI? Because we see KANDI hold out her arms to hug him, and then it cuts away after he speaks to Cynthia, and then it's like a random like dead zone moment, and then Cynthia was like, oh yeah, we filming. Yeah, Sonya, you're starting the show. Was that editing? That was choppy. That was very, very choppy. So Martell shows up. Sheree asks him why was he late. He said, because I got 5 kids. In 2 households. You should have said that. 5 kids in 2 households, Martell. 5 kids in 2 households. An ex-wife and a baby mama. So this is when Drew calls KANDI to say she's outside. She's not coming in because somebody there has assaulted her. So Kandi gets Manya. They go outside to talk to Drew. Drew said that Anthony, she was in a club in the VIP. She had her shoes off, and Anthony came and threw a shoe at her. Production asked, or the one of the producers asked, what kind of shoe was it? She said probably a Louboutin. Okay, Drew. Okay, Drew. Not saying that Drew don't have them, but why would? Okay, Drew. Okay. Okay, Drew. You could have just said a YSL. You could have said a Gucci. You could have said anything else. You're gonna go straight for the jugular. A Louboutin. Okay. So, meanwhile, inside, Sheree is in her confessional telling us that Anthony introduced her and Martell. We all thought it was Carlos to create this crossover between Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Love and Marriage franchise, but Sheree is saying that it was Anthony. Y'all know Anthony is messy though. Wasn't Anthony the one that started all that drama with Malaysia over on Basketball Wives? Anthony's been messy. Anthony has been messy. So Kandi comes in, tells Sheree Drew doesn't feel comfortable coming in. Now Sheree is like, that's fine, but I made it very clear at the reunion I'm still cool with him. And I feel like Sheree was trying to be like, if she doesn't feel comfortable, that's fine. Anthony turns around, I ain't worried about her wide ass. You were just, a big box Chevy yourself a couple seasons ago. So let's not act like you're just a picture of perfection. You're not giving, the finest of silhouettes, honey. So let's not do that, Anthony. Like, you're doing unnecessary, but Anthony's messy. So then he said he's only worried about her failed marriage and her career being in the drain. She's on a whole show. She is literally on a whole show. I see, I don't like people that do stuff like that. Just because we not cool no more, don't try to shade my life and act like I'm just, nothing and I'm just full of shit and all this other stuff. Don't do that. You being messy. So Kandi is like, didn't you throw a shoe at her? Anthony said that Drew hit him with her purse first. Anthony's messy. The truth is somewhere in the middle. Whether it starts with Anthony's side or with Drew's side, the truth is somewhere in here. Somewhere in the middle. Because both of their asses be lying. So Kenya then wants to talk to Martell. At first, Martell was like, no. Kenya pulls him to the side, though. Sheree comes because we want to make sure there's no drama at this event. And tells him that she's always going to have Sheree's back. And the reason that she even matched his energy is because she didn't have a man there with her. Sheree, who is truly, 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 truly not Kenya's friend, is in the confessional. You ain't never got no man with you. You ain't never got no man. Sheree, you just got one. Didn't you have Tyrone, who was like in jail, then like got out and basically ghosted you and shit on you last season? And now you have this rent man in Martell. Let's not act like you just keep him coming with you, honey. Let's not do that, Sheree. But the way that Sheree shades Kenya for never having a man with her, or for calling Roy fake and boyfriend in the box and dick in the box and all that stuff. Okay, but somehow they are still friends. So I guess. So Kenya said that she was defending herself because she was offended that Martell said that she reads all her DMs, thus and such, insinuating she's a hoe. She's easy, whatever the case. Martell apologizes. Then Kenya is like, okay, I forgive you. And he was like, don't you think you did something wrong? Kenya gives a very, if I offended you, I'm sorry. And then she was like, but I never cursed at you. Oh, yes, you did. Kenya, Kenya. Now you cussed. When you call him a sorry piece of shit, you called him something. Yeah, I think you called him an MF too. You it was some cuss words. It was some bleepage, okay, going on in that flashback. So Sheree brings this baby out. Mecca is tired. And y'all know what I thought about? Have y'all, when everybody's looking at this baby, she looking all around like, Lord have mercy, who are these people? Y'all ever seen that that it's from the Grinch. But have y'all seen that meme where they say this is what babies feel? This is what I look like to a baby, and the Grinch is That's what I felt like Mecca was probably looking at. Like she was falling asleep. This was a party for Sheree. Let's be real. So they take a family picture, and initially it was Bob, Sheree, her son Cairo, and the baby, the baby's mother. Where was Sheree? Don't Sheree got a daughter? Where was she at? She wasn't in the picture. So we then see Bob pull this other young lady in named Candace to stand in the picture. Sheree thinks that that's Bob's girlfriend, so she has Martell. So she has Martell come get in the picture, and I'm like, Lord have mercy. So she has Martell come get in the picture, and the ladies are all to the side, like, is that Bob's girlfriend? Nah, she looked too young. Who is that? And maybe says, is it a daughter? They're over there talking. Sheree walks over to the group after they get done taking their pictures, and they're like, who is that? Sheree said, I don't know. I thought it was his girlfriend. That's why I pulled Martell into the picture. So Bob comes over and tells Sheree that that's his daughter. She has met their kids that they have together, and she's 3 years younger than his oldest. So according to Sheree, from what Sheree knew, Bob had 2 kids before they got married. They got married. They had 2 together. So she didn't know anything about this other young lady, but apparently she's been meeting their kids, going to family events and stuff like that. So she's, getting accustomed to having all these siblings. So Bob goes over by the ladies, and they was like, Bob, I know you had a daughter. And Bob was like, yeah, she's 3 years younger than my oldest. And they were like, Cairo. And then I think Kenya was like, no, his oldest. So it's a real back and forth, but it was funny because they were like, why didn't Sheree know? Bob was like, it was on a need to know basis. Bob ain't know he had that baby. That's why. Bob probably just met that young lady in the past couple years. But when they asked, or it could have been past couple months, but when they asked him, why didn't you tell Sheree, or why did you bring her in this way to meet Sheree? He said, I thought it would be appropriate. I said, Jesus Christ. Then Sheree comes over and flat out lies, saying that she didn't know that the girl had met her. It's like they forget that they on camera. It's like they forget that they're on camera. I don't understand it, but that was the episode, y'all. You can tell this was supposed to be the finale. But since Drew got divorced from Ralph, that became the finale. And I know they were mad. They had to pull the cameras back out and everything. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. If you have not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.